This Halloween, the monster is going to be unleashed. How very appropriate. The person assigned the task to stop Naoya Inoue's warpath is Aussie Jason Moloney. Now, I think most people have done the little sum, which is Moloney lost to Emmanuel Rodriguez in the World Boxing Super Series tournament. And Inoue smashed Rodriguez in 2 rounds. We know boxing isn't maths. But going off that little equation, it's not looking so good for Moloney. Now, he was asked this question. It was put to him. What do you say to those who go, well, yeah, narrowly, but you lost to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez got spanked by Inoue, so what are you going to do? And he simply said, I'm a better fighter than I was back then. And he's fought 4 times since then, I believe. He's been busy. He's fought once this year in June. Out of his 21 wins, he's got 18 knockouts, so he's not a powder puff puncher. He's young. And he's got nothing to lose because he's going to be such a big underdog against who must be, I think, right now in boxing, the most feared fighter on the planet, even if he is only about my size. Inoue takes people out with hitman-like efficiency. So, what do you tell Moloney? He knows the script. He's been given it. What do you do? Well, Inoue did get injured in his last fight against Donaire. I don't think it was a clean break, but he had a cheekbone injury as a result of a big left hook. I would say try and test that right away. If you can make him second guess himself, just cause any hesitancy to help you get your own boxing together, then go for it. And I'm not sure what punches to use. Try and maybe pressure him a little bit, just initially, maybe when he doesn't expect it. Then take it away and try and box a little bit more. Inoue is a fantastic talent. I'm not just talking power now, but he's a varied boxer. We saw that against Donaire. He has a great feel for where he is. If there's one thing that stands out as a flaw that doesn't make sense with everything else I see, is that sometimes Inoue doesn't really move his head. It's a little bit static. And he'll look tremendous with his explosive feet, moving back and forth, picking the shots. And then his head will just be still and you'll just see it, boom, get a rattle back. And you're like, what's that about? It's just a little bit of a flaw he's had. Sometimes he's a bit too upright and isn't slipping. So, if I was in Moloney's corner, I'd say, try and put the pressure on initially. Try and fluster him if you can. Take it back and try and be a busy boxer from the outside. And from there, I really don't know what to suggest. In all likelihood, the massive difference in athleticism is going to prove the big difference. Inoue's footwork, as I said, is explosive. He's more of a boxer puncher. He's not like some come forward swarmer. But he's able to get close to you very quickly. He can just make it from long range to mid range in the blink of an eye. So he'll be strafing you and then boom, he's in with his hooks. He's such a vicious body puncher. Now, Canelo is a fantastic body puncher. But Inoue, I think, is not only the best head puncher, but he's the best body puncher in boxing today. And that makes for a double whammy of an offensive force. Moloney is a nice little boxer, but he's probably more basic than Rodriguez, who started to tire in their fight. That's probably why it was close. Moloney came on later. He's not that skillful. And when there's this much of a gap in not just physicality, but skill, I'm finding it really hard to see how Moloney gets a foothold in this one. Inoue is on a mission right now. He's 27 years of age. He should have already fought John Rael Casemiro, which was a more interesting fight. And I'm happy he's at least fighting once this year. But I think we're going to see something devastating. Jason Moloney isn't a bad fighter, but I think Inoue is going to make him look like a bad fighter. Expect a stoppage. at the latest in the mid-rounds.